Okay, starting this video off, fresh oil change. Get the oil caddy there. We put 5W30, high mileage of course, for this high mileage 4.3 with 133,000, well 134. It's 15 miles off, but oil change, gonna rotate the tires, go ahead and fire it up and check for leaks. Let's see if I can grab the keys here. Uh-oh, oil pressure, oh no! There it is. All right, let's check for some leaks. Healthy, quiet 4.3 as always. Okay, oil pan is dry where the drain bolt is. Let's see here, and AC Delco filter is dry. All right, well, looks like we can close the flap here on the aluminum skid plate. One of my favorite GM things that they did. The only other thing I wish I could find, maybe one day I'll be able to find, is see the carbon fiber skid plates here, gas tank and transfer case. One day I want to find metal ones and put them on so that they're all aluminum metal, but later down the road. Okay, and a quick level check here. I don't know if you guys can even tell. So the max full is at the bottom of the hash, or at the top of that hash mark, right where my fingernail is. I'm right above at max. Only reason why I do this, and only reason why anybody else would do this, is because you got so many leaks. I really don't have that many leaks. The valve covers, the oil cooler lines, and possibly a rear main seal, but the rear main seal will have to stay until it's really bad. But only reason why I overfill these blazers call for 4.5 quarts. And I put 5 quarts in them because within the 3,000, that's what I changed mine at, 6 months, 3,000 miles. Within the 3,000 or 5,000 miles, whatever your interval is, it'll leak it all back out to right at the full mark. So this thing leaks about half a quart within 3,000 miles. It's not that bad. It might burn some too, but whatever. Once I fix the oil leaks, then I'll start putting the 4.5, but don't agonize me too much. Oh, you're overfilling the motor. It's going to blow it out through the gaskets. It's already leaking out of the gaskets. It ain't going to hurt it no worse. Okay, let's expose what I have going on. So we're currently waiting for the parts. Sorry, there's something in the trees over there and it keeps rustling everything. I keep getting distracted. So we're currently waiting for the parts, but we're going to be finishing the front end rebuild. So when I bought this, the guy only had replaced the front upper control arms and the shocks, and that's it. As you guys recall, when I had to get this inspected, I had an ABS light on, can't have any issues with the brakes, or well, with the ABS, so the brakes. So I had to put 2 front wheel hubs on it. And now, 2 months later, I'm gonna buy the lower control arms, new shocks, because these are just cheapo, like, I don't know if you can even see them in there, but they're just the cheapo, generic, Rock Auto junk shocks, just so that you don't have, floaty ride. So I'm gonna buy the Bilstein OEM equipment ones for the front and the back, and the inner and outer tie rods. Then the whole front end will be rebuilt. Only reason why I'm replacing the control arms rather than rebuilding them is 1, the bushings are squeaking, 2, they're very rusted, and that's pretty much it. And plus they're $300 for both of them. The only crappy part, and I'm not daring to do this myself, is the torsion bars. So I don't know. I'm gonna pay the shop that I work at to do them, because I'm not messing with that. But I'll put the shocks on the inner and outer tie rods and the rear shocks. And mind you, you would think I should do more, but it's pretty much done after that, suspension wise. If you come underneath, take a look at that lower control arm. that thing is pretty crusty. So, and the inner and outer tie rods, the bushings are blown out. So I should probably get some new sway bar end links. They're a little cracked, but those are easy. I can always buy those. And then I'm going to retouch up my undercoat job I did last year. Again, just do the whole thing again. Just keep touching it up. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I just figured I'd make a little clip before, just in case if I can't get anything while it's in the shop and they're tearing the whole front end apart. A little nervous with the whole torsion bar thing, but I'm paying them to do it. So if they have an issue, they got to fix it. You know what I mean? So anywho, yeah, so we'll pick this back up with some clips, either with it all torn apart or with it after being rebuilt. Okay, so lower control arm is out, painted to the best of my ability. Again, I'm stopping at the body mount. I don't want to overwhelm myself by doing the whole thing in one go. So frame start to first body mount for the cab is done. Looks pretty good. It's not going to be perfect. This side is still in. This will come out, and then I'll be able to touch up in here, this, and then get in and up there once this is out and the tie rods are out. So yeah, that's done. And then I also did the rear shocks like I was mentioning. So those are in, brand new. Can't even get a good angle on them. Those are in, both sides obviously. This one, this torsion bar, just the bar itself was more happy. It doesn't want to come out. Like I mean, it can come out, but like, it's just a little seized in there, so I've been spraying that, so hopefully it can soak. This side came out much easier, the driver's side obviously, and painted the torsion bar or cross frame or cross rail, whatever you want to call it. Let's see, that's pretty much it. I mean, everything else is fine. The shocks and stuff will go right in. The new tie rods and stuff. Bump stops. I could probably chuck that one on if I'm being honest. Well, I should probably wait just so it can dry because it'll go right here. But yeah, other than that, everything else is going fairly smooth. I wish I would have bought the sway bar end links and the sway bar bushings, but I didn't. So I'll get to this another time. This can come right off. It's 2 bolts on each side, and then these 2 up there, so that can be done. Here's the stock control arm. That thing is really bad compared to the new ones. So, but at least that's getting taken care of. New ball joints, new bushings, all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, so I will pick this back up once I get all the new parts and stuff put on, and just make another clip for you guys, and then we'll do like a little driving clip and stuff. So and I'll show you once everything is buttoned up and all put back together. So anyway, we'll pick this back up once that's all done. Here is also another clip, because I know I'm going to go into more in depth, but I know the first clip of this, well, like second clip of this video, I touched on doing a shot like this, showing how bad the lower control arm was. Take a look at it now. Now it's completely fine. Looks far better, doesn't it? So, well, at least that's good. Oh, and also painted these. All right, anywho, let's start talking about everything that was done. Okay, well, so as you see, the pictures and everything, I couldn't really record too much. just kind of did what I could while it was up in the air and all torn apart. But I'll quickly touch on everything. So front end is rebuilt, everything is fine except for the tire rods. The tire rods, the sway bar end links. So I'm gonna buy those. I just didn't buy them at the time because like the parts and everything was like 800, almost 900 bucks, and then labor to do it was 350 something, so well over $1,000. I just didn't have that. But the tie rods, oh my god, the sway bars I will do. That takes 10 minutes, and I'll paint the sway bar itself. So other than that, it's doing fine, and this is how it's going to sit for probably till the end of summer, I would imagine. Just simply because got to save some money. Also had the van, and want to recoup from this, and also start buying parts for the coolant or the cooling system rebuild, because I need to get that taken care of. Radiator, water pump, all the rubber hoses, and a trans cooler, trans lines, and a trans service as well. Because if you look, it's fine now, but see that tranny temp? 172, coolant temp is fine. 182, that's very good. I've been driving it with the AC on, and you know, I'm not driving it far on purpose because the trans will get it's not overheating according to GM, but it's overheating in my book. Anything above 170, I start cringing. So yeah, so like I said, that'll be the next video on this, but as of right now, this is how it's going to sit. It's got all the new parts, aside from the steering knuckle, the CV shaft, and that's it, and the center link there. Other than that, everything else has been painted up and replaced, front end wise, and the back just has rear shocks done. But as you can see, everything looks fine. The paint job, I mean, it's not the best. I'll throw another coat on it, but it's as good as that's going to get for now. Oh, and also I did an alignment. You can see the paint job, and the bump stops as well. So again, that's pretty much how she's going to sit for now. That's it. So thanks for watching. Like I said, we'll pick this project up, I don't know, probably end of summer, probably beginning of September, I would imagine. Once I get all the parts and we start tearing it apart, the cooling system and the trans stuff I'm going to do myself with a friend, so that'll save some money as well. But as of now, it's riding great. No more squeak. It used to have a terrible squeak because of the torsion, or the lower control arms. The bushings were shot, so it doesn't squeak anymore, so it's not embarrassing to drive. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching this video. I know it's short. Usually these videos, I cover a lot of different things, but with this bill being well over $1,000, kind of hit a, not a wall, but kind of hit a hard spot. But I mean, I'm not, stressing, but I'm just saying I just don't have another $500-600 bucks to start buying parts for the trans and the cooling system. So anyway, plus it's not affecting how it's driving right now, so just keep it somewhat local and drive it. But anyway, thanks for watching. We'll pick this video up in the probably in the fall. So here's the Blazer. Maybe I'll make a short little video or something as the summer goes on. But anywho, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you all on the next one. Peace.